Cool. I'm just also recording part of this, guys, just because the steps that we're doing here are going to be helpful for other students as well. So we've got 17 centimeters. So we just recorded a question here with fish as an example. This is going to help us for part one of our assignment. So example one, Ella is going fishing at the Coorong and she catches 11 fish. The sizes were as follows, and they're all randomly up there. We've just calculated the mean, where we basically found out we had to add up all the numbers together and then divide it by the number of numbers in the data set. In that case, it was 11 fish. So that's the 11 numbers we're dividing it by, and then we get 17.6 as the mean. We're now doing the median, where the girls are basically just crossing out and ordering the data set from lowest to highest. And as you can see, we're just getting in our last few numbers there, and we've got these here. So the median, we had a description that was verbally discussed just before, which was, it was the middle. So line up the data set from smallest to largest and circle the middle value. Okay, in this case we've got 11 values there, so it would be the sixth value. So we count across 5, and then the sixth value in the middle is going to be it. So girls, do you want to circle that one in the middle for us? So what is our median going to be? So therefore the median is going to be 15 centimeters. Okay, so in the case that we have 12 fish, what would we do? Okay, so to make this really easy for you guys, I'm just going to add on another value there. So let's say we had another fish that you caught, and this was a thumper of 31 centimeters. What would you need to do? Okay, what would we do differently, and what would the median change to in this case? What would the median change to? Does someone want to explain the process that we would need to do? What we need to do to... Right, yep. So if we added that into our data set, we'd put 31 centimeters up there, okay? And then we would need to shift our circle across. We'd be focusing in on the 15 and the 17 centimeters. So we'd need to take an average between the two, okay? So need to take an average between the two. So in that case, we would get 15 plus 17, and then we would divide that by 2, right? Because that's going to find an average between the two, which would give us, what would we get then? 16 centimeters, right? So our median would change, okay? So that's an important one to just remember. All right. What about the last one, or measure of center, is mode as well? So what would the mode be? What would our mode be? Most common, okay, that's a good way to describe it. Most common or most frequent? So what would happen if I had two modes? Is it possible to have 2 modes, or even 3 modes, or 4 modes? Yeah, it is, okay. It is possible to have more than 1 mode. Okay, which is pretty good. All right, so that would be, in that case, it was 11 centimeters we saw. Cool, all right. We're also going to discuss something called a 5-number summary. Okay, so our 5-number summary, we're actually going to translate over in our assignment over here. And we're going to work out something called quartiles. Okay, quartiles in a moment as a part of the 5-number summary. So the 5-number summary includes some facts. All right, we're going to have a minimum value. We have something called a Q1. We're also going to have our median, which is calculated. and then your Q3, and a max value. Okay, so this is a bit, I'm going to try and squeeze this up. I'm going to delete out 31 just momentarily, all right, because I want us to focus in on just the current data set that we have at the moment, okay? So we're working with our 15 as our median, which is fine. So we can actually write that in. Do you guys want to just identify what the minimum number is for me and the maximum, all right, because we do know those. So if you can highlight that, that'd be great. Yep, so 11 and 29. So we have 11, and then we have 29 as our max. Our median was 15. And guess what we're going to do for the Q1 and Q3, all right? So in your assignment, you've actually got an example here for you as well. But basically, you're going to split the data set again. You line it up just like you've done the same procedure. Line it up lowest to highest, and then you're splitting it in half, okay? You get your median. Then the remaining 5, you're going to split in half again, and that's your Q3. And then the lower half, you split in half again, and then you get your Q1, okay? So what would our lower half Q1 be equal to there, guys? If we split and focused in on the lower half there, what would we get? Yeah, we'd get 11, all right? We would get 11 for sure, okay? Does someone want to circle? Thanks, cool, awesome, perfect. And write that in next to Q1 as 11. Be 11. Q3 is going to be equal to what? We're focusing in on those top 5 and we split it in half. 24. Cool. Probably should write centimeters next to all of these as well. It could be 11 bananas. Might get confused, alright? Someone else sees them. Cool. Alright, so we can actually now use this, the 5-number summary, to make a visual representation of our data set, okay? And the visual representation we're going to work on today is something called a box and whisker plot, okay? Where we take the 5-number summary and we just plot it out. And it's going to show the spread of our data, where the center of our data mainly is, if it's towards the lower end, if it's towards the higher end, which you can probably take a guess where it's sitting at. And then you can use it to compare fishing spots, for example, as to which one's going to be the better one. So what we'll do is we'll draw this one out first of all. I'm going to turn on my webcam, and you guys can actually sketch this in your exercise book as well. Hey guys. Oh no, the camera's not plugged in. Let's see if that works. It's clicking. We don't have to install it again. Yeah, I got a haircut. Yep. Fresh cuts. Yep. Short for summer, you know. I don't want to be sweating it up. Alright, that's annoying because I've got a really good webcam here, which I unplugged because it was clicking like for the whole day for some reason, because I thought it was about to start a fire or something. But anyway, I don't know what's... Oh, yeah. Something's working, kind of. It's picking it up. What's happening? Come on. Yes. There we go, guys. Alright. So if you take out your exercise book, you've probably got... I've already done a couple of examples, but basically we're going to plot out along here. So what we can do is write the 5-number summary first out. Just got to find a blank book, blank page. Alright, here we go. This will work. So what you should do is rule it up just like regular maths book, but you don't need the middle column. Alright, so we're going to use the space. So it's up to you how you want to do it, really. With the go this way or that way. I'm just going to go like this. I'm going to put a scale in, but I'm going to go put a title in for this one. 5 number summary, and we're talking about doing Kurong. I think. What's happening? Where's my mouse? Yes, we're at the Kurong. For Kurong. Alright, so I'm going to put in minimum, Q1, median, Q3. I hope I can change. Anyway, just for the benefit of the camera, I'm just moving this across. I don't think it's going to affect anyone. Alright, Q3, and then the max. Alright, so we're going to write them in, I think it was 11 centimeters, 11 centimeters, say 15. 15, 24, and 29. So you guys will probably beat me because I'm pretty slow at drawing stuff out. But anyway, so I'm going to use a scale. So this is what you want to do, guys. This is something I'm going to explore later on. Is one of the issues of the way we present information as to how it can be a bit unfair and trick people. So we want to make sure that we're setting up this fair. So I'm going to go 0, 2, 4, 6. So we could have chose to start at 11, but I want this to be like, when we compare them, I want it to be really clear as to which is the best fishing spot. Right? Otherwise, if we're bunching it up together and we start at 11 and end at 29, it's not going to really visually explain it as best as we could be. Anyway, you'll see what I mean once we get the two up there, or even 3 if we have enough time. Alright, I'll put my fishing spot as well. 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32. So maybe the other fishing spot's going to have bigger fish, and we can extend this up. 34, 36, 38, 40. Alright, so we've got our timeline or scale in here for centimeters. Alright, this is all in centimeters. And now we need to plot out our box and whisker plot. So when we plot out our box and whisker plot, we are going to place out the minimum value first of all. Okay. Minimum value first of all as a whisker. Okay. So if you go to the statistics, we're basically going to represent a diagram like this. Okay. So they don't actually have the whisker drawn in properly. So we need to draw in a whisker. So we're going to go to 11, which is about here, and we can sketch that in. Okay. That's our whisker. And then it connects up to our Q1, which or lower quartile, which happens to be 11 as well. So guess what? We draw that in again and leave it there. Who's still on my texters? Tell you what, these main texters are probably like the most popular thing in the office. Alright, just to hide them. Alright, so yellow. Alright, so it's going to be on the same one. Alright. We then extend this up to create a box. Alright, so it's probably a different example. We've got the box up to 15. Alright, so 15 is up to here. Alright, and you can go putting in, you don't have to colour this. I'm just putting colours to make it really clear where these are. Okay, so we've got our median, going to be there. And then Third quartile is 24, just here. So we're creating this part of the box, and then we have another whisker as well, which will go up to 29, which is located right here. So it has a whisker. So just how that extends out, sort of like a whisker, and that's the box. Unfortunately, we don't have a second whisker because the minimum is the same as the Q1. Okay, so I'm just going to put in another 2 different colours to brighten up our day, brighten up my box and whisker plot. And then we can compare these, alright, once we get the other fishing spot going. So if you guys can sketch in a similar diagram, I'm keen to see this in your book. So please have a go at that. And then give me a green tick once you've done that. And then we'll check out and make up a data set for a Drossen. It's a Drossan, isn't it? A Drossan. Not a Drosson. Or is it a Drosson? I think it's a Drosson. A Drossan. Yeah, I was right. Good. Goodo. Ah, Drossen. Alright. I'm going to need to go up to a Drossen more. Catch some squid, crabs, tommies. So this is what we're ultimately going to represent, and then in your part 1 assignment, we're just doing this for rainfall, okay? And the hint is there's going to be 12 numbers in the data set, so you will need to divide the average of 2, all right? But you can email through your drafts for that as well. But don't worry about that at the moment. All you're worrying about is Kirong 5-number summary right now. All right, so I'll give you a few more minutes to sketch that one in. Alright, so recording back on, we're now going to calculate for a Drossen. Alright, we're going to go share whiteboard. We've got example 2. Example 2, we've got Shani goes fishing at Drossen and catches 12 fish. Alright, so this time you caught 12 fish, alright, but we're still going to be able to compare the data set, okay? What are the measures there? Alright, let's try and make them a bit bigger. We've got a scale that goes up to 40 centimeters. Alright, so if you want to throw up some data up there, guys, put up 12 fish. So maybe make this a bit biased, make it towards, so let's put it up around fish that range from 18 to 40 centimeters. Okay, and I'd like to have a couple of a mode in there as well. Alright, so you can have a few measurements that repeat each other. So Shani, if you want to just type in the first measure of the first of the 12 fish. Up on the screen. You can type them all in for us if you want, if you're doing that. So mix them up, and then we'll be able to order them up. Not as in order them up like in a cafe, but order them to calculate the median and the Q1 and the Q2, etc. Alright, but then Ella's going to calculate for us the mean, and then we'll together calculate the median. We'll calculate the mode, we'll calculate... Oh, okay, sorry. So just up here, like below where it says example 2, Shani goes fishing at a Drossen and catches 12 fish. Can you list just below that in a line 12 numbers ranging from 18 to 40 centimeters? So that's the measures of the fish that you would have caught, but have them ranging from anywhere from 18 to 40, and then some numbers in the middle that might repeat, but I don't want them ordered, okay? So it could be like 38 centimeters, 18 centimeters, 24 centimeters, 32 centimeters, 30 centimeters, 28 centimeters, 38 centimeters, 40 centimeters, you know what I mean? So just like what we did in the other example here, but you're going to create that data set for us just up here. Is that cool? Yep, sweet. All right, then once you've done that, Ella and I are going to try and calculate the mean of it. Fantastic. All right, so we got 24, we got 18, we got 32, 21, 40, 19, 32, 24, 37, 20, 38, 24. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Beautiful, perfect. Great. I'm just going to move that up a little bit. So, Ella, what do we need to do? What's our first step to calculate the mean? What do you suggest I do? What should I do to calculate the mean? Yep, the first step's to add them all together. And then what? Feel free to unmute yourself. It's just me and Shani. Correct. Absolutely. So let's do that. I'm going to do that as well. And then we'll compare our answers. Alright, so you got... Alright, so the number that I got to start off with, I got 329, okay? I think that's what you would have got. So if I get 329 and divide that by 12, I would have got... 27.41 or 4. Yep, oh cool. So we all got the same mean. Great. 27.4. centimeters is the mean for this fishing spot. Okay, so really important that you can verbalize what this is as well. So if it was for rainfall, then you'd say the mean average for Broken Hill rainfall is whatever you calculate it as. Okay, so what about the median? What do we need to do here in this case for it? Should we start to do that one? Let's type that up. I'll start off with the first one. If you guys want to call them out or cross them out for me. So 18 centimeters, the lowest one. Yep. What's the next one? Or you guys can do the next one. Yep, cool. You guys do it in your exercise book. I'll do it on the board for you. All right. We've got 19 centimeters. We got 20. We've also got 21. Where's 21? Yep, okay, I'll say that. Yep, cool, 21. You got 24. You've got 24. Any other 24s? Just two 24s. Then we go up to 32. Then we go up to 3 24s. Yep, I missed that. All right. $24, and then another 24. Oh, sorry, another 32. And there's two 32s, or three, two. 1, 2, there's two 32s. Yep, and then we've also got, is that it? No, 37, 38, and then 40. Oh no, I'm running out of space. Alright, I have to shuffle these across. Okay, so we got 18, 19, 20, 21. Did I miss any? Got them all. So it's been double check while counting them, kind of. Alright, so what's our process then next? So you do this in the exercise book, write it in, and then I want you to demonstrate that in your exercise book as well. Alright, important you got these steps. This is almost as valuable as the actual assignment. Okay. So what do I need to do next? A little bit different to our last question. Alright, we're going to be doing this second step. 12 fish, what will we do? What do I need to do here, guys? Do you want to help me out? Yeah, so we're still going to take you can still take an average of it to show what it would be. But yeah, exactly right, because 24 plus 24 divided by 2, you're still going to get 24. Right? Cool. But if it was, say, 32, if you had 24 plus 32, and then you divided that by 2, how would this be different? Would it be more than 24 or less than 24? What would this look like? What would you get? Yep, you would definitely get 28. Okay, so it'd be a little bit different. Okay, but that's important for you to know or show this. Okay, so write this step in. Okay, because I guarantee you that the rainfall for Broken Hill, it's not going to be as simple as this question here. Okay, you will need to do a step where you calculate the average of the two. All right, so I'm going to put a block around these two, just so it's really clear that you have to take an average of these two. If it's 12 or if it's 10 or whatever it is, 24, if it's an even number, you've got to take the average between the two, right? That's the step. That's how we arrive at 24, all right? The mode, what's our mode? Most common one that we see here. What's the mode, Ella? 24, cool. Great, thanks for writing that in, perfect. What's the range? If we get the max, take the minimum, what do we get? 22. 22 plus 18 is 40. Yep. We'll write that in, 22 centimetres. Yep. What about Q3 take Q1? We'll do our 5-number summary first, and then we'll work that out. So what's the minimum value? Do you want to write that one in for us? Our 5-number summary. Minimum value is equal to 18. Median is equal to 24. Max is equal to, all right, 40. Perfect. All right. So before we jump onto what the Q1 is, all right, this is important that because we've got 12 numbers this time round, we need to decide if we're going to use 24, like within the middle or not. Okay. So if you go back to the PowerPoint here, okay, they give you an example of an even number, okay, of 10. All right. It's the same as 12. It's even. Okay. So what do you notice about the 6.7 and the 6.9? Do they include that or do they exclude it in making a decision of in the middle? Would you say that it's included or excluded? Is it? So if I exclude it, where's the middle then now? Wouldn't I need to take an average between 5.9 and 6.2? So their step that they did was they basically split it in half, right? And then they've gone and got a box and included it. Okay, they've actually included the 6.7, and then on the other side, okay, they've gone off and included it on 6.9 in that as well, and then got the middle as like 7.5 and then 6.2. So what we need to do, guys, is I'm going to get a really bright color like pink, and I'm going to draw a box for the upper, and you're going to then tell me what. So within this pink box, what is the Q3 going to be equal to? What's our Q3 going to be equal to? What's the middle value there? Let's jump back, have a look. So they went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I'm just gobsmacked. I'm trying to work it out, trying to suss it out. If we need to include it, because I think we do include it. Okay, so we need to go off, and then what do we need to do? What are the two middle values? Or sorry, what are the middle values here in the pink box? From 24 to 40, where's the middle? Someone get a blue line and help me out and split that. Because I thought I tricked myself. Yep, okay. So what's the average between 32 and 37? What's the step for that? How would you calculate that? What would I need to do? Yep, and how'd you get there? 32 plus 37 divided by 2, right? Cool. All right, so that's your Q3. Put that as our Q3. Sweet. And then what about our Q1? We're going to get another really crazy color. Sketch that in somehow. All right, so what would we need to do here? Someone get a blue line again and split it. Split that for me. Perfect. So we need to take an average between 20 and 21. What do we get? Fantastic. So you can write that in. Great work, guys. All right. Cool. And then our max we can write in as well. And then I can go to the webcam and we can start to write this in as well. So minimum, Q1, median, Q3, max. Is the webcam on? It is. Yep, good. All right, so I'm going to summarize it again. Your handwriting is probably neater than mine. You can type this up as well. Thanks for doing the max as well. Cheers. All right, so you've got 40, you've got Q3, 34.5, median, 24, right? Q1, 20.5, and 18. All right, really different numbers to our first data set. Okay, so yeah, keep it neat. Anyway, we'll draw it below here, all right, so we can compare it. So I'm going to mark out the min, find 18, there's 18, there's my first start of the whisker, hopefully you can see that, and then the next one is 20.5, so 20.5 would be, there's 21, 20.5 would be about a quarter of that box. That's my whisker, and start to draw this box up to the median of 24. There's 24. We've got 34.5, 34.5, there's 35. So be about there. And then we've got our last one at 40. Alright, so instantly we can see that the data of this one here is a lot different. Alright, I can just highlight them. Alright, these are the main components of our lesson, which is to draw a box and whisker plot, which I'm hopefully going to see emailed out to me. Alright, so exactly like what we've just done here. Alright, and then you'll be able to go on and do your part 1 in your assignment, okay, right next to it as well. So for part 1, you're just going to be doing this for the rainfall of Broken Hill. Alright, and I'm actually going to do the assignment as well, because then it will help me mark your assignment to make sure that we got the same looking box and whisker plots. Any questions on this one, guys? I'll let you just finish sketching that in, but if you do want to email that through to me before you head off, or if you've got a lesson to go to right now, obviously go, because it would have started 7 minutes ago. Do you guys have a lesson? No? Alright, if you want to just finish that off, you know, big claps all around for attending today as well, because hopefully, did you guys find this lesson useful at all? Okay, take your tick down and then leave your tick up once you've sketched in what I've got here and you've summarised from the whiteboard what we've got up here as well. Okay, and then we'll just go quickly to your assignment and just show you part 1, which you may well already find pretty self-explanatory from what we've just done here. And fingers crossed, this recording is recorded my screen, and then I can show the other maths teachers what we're doing as well. So I'm going to stop the recording there.